Okay, I'm live on Facebook too. Hello everyone, I'm Proveterna and I started doing these gaming news streams because I used to like them so much that I want to make more, even though they are not that successful, but I don't care anymore that much about that. So let's just have fun. Elden Ring Nightreign is bringing back its first set of ever dark bosses before the next sovereign arrive. Elden Ring Nightreign has already rolled out 3 of its enhanced bosses, dubbed Ever Dark Sovereign, since launch, and before the next one has arrived in the lands between. Developer from Software is bringing the original 3 back for some limited time rematches. The Ever Dark, that's a good thing. I think as many bosses as best is the best, that they bring more bosses to the game, even older ones. The Ever Dark Sovereign version of Gaping Jaw, Sentient Pest and Dark Drift Knight will be coming back in pairs over the next 3 weeks, starting tomorrow on July 10. Don't worry, you won't have to fight so since yesterday. Have to fight them both at the same time. It just seems like a way for players who miss the original runs of the monstrously enhanced Night Lords to get a second chance at them. That's great. I didn't catch those, but I never played. I started the original Elden Ring, but I don't play this version, the online version. So let's see this. Can I see the controls, please? Show controls. I see all these bosses. Oops, that's really cool. That has more of a Dragon's Dogma vibe than Elden. The UI too, for me anyhow, because you can play with more players online too. Sorry, this is like a dragon thing, the messed up head. Nice. Damn, I love this stream thing. That's a new mechanic for me, straight out. The music is amazing too. Reminds me of WoW. I don't know if of older WoW or of older one, of course, more than the recent one, as I didn't play in like 2 years, almost 1 year and a half. I didn't play WoW, and it doesn't, the bosses I feel so spongy because I have to go down pretty fast enough, at least. Nice. That's how it comes. I love how it comes with its head down in the sand at you. I even forgot how to do these streams, to pause first. Nice. And in the last 30 or 40% of his health, you should do different attacks so you don't get used too much with the pattern, don't you think? Or it should do the same pattern, that will be more diversified, I think. As I see, it fell on its head, it doesn't do much more. It does less. Oh, so it does the same type of attack like this before. Let's see. Before he did this attack, I don't pay attention to the head in the sand. If he did do the head in the sand attack, let's call it. So he did his whirlwind type of attack. Since the animations are pretty much the same with its end animations, end of its life animations. If the boss is not too spongy, I think it's okay. But I think some people can get bored. I don't know if I can get bored with all of its attacks, doing the same attacks over and over. I think it will be a bit better to do other attacks at the end of his life. That's what I'm saying. But he's doing many attacks, so yeah. I don't know if I'll be bored. I never played this game. I'm just saying that's more interesting. So it smashes its head on the sand. It does kind. Well, that's a new animation. I don't see. Don't pay attention to it. Yeah, it comes with a head really fast sometimes. Yeah, cool. Looks good enough. Anyhow, so from Software schedule, the Gaping Jaw and Dark Drift Knight will be first due up. Here's the full schedule: July 10 to 17, Gaping Jaw; July 17 to 24, Sentient Pest; July 24 to 31, Gaping Jaw. Now, for those who have dropped off a bit or need a reason to come back to Elden Ring Nightreign, you'll have some bad bosses to tackle. Players who have been locked since launch, though, might be disappointed to see From Software rerunning the old Everdark bosses already. If so, don't fret. The studio confirmed that Everdark Sovereign versions of Tricephalos, Augur, Equilibrius, Beasts, and Fisher in the Fog are still in the works, and the timing of their arrival will be announced at a later date. I don't know what's in store, but I like this one replay, suggesting Tricephalos will continue to split into even more dogs out of Dog Hydra. That's cool. They should have come up with lots of bosses and do like schedules for each, and that I think could be able to keep people interested, players interested, and rerun those, but not so often. So people try to catch them and fight them. I think that's a good marketing strategy. All of the Ever Dark Sovereign seems to have been fairly well received so far too, while Gaping Jaw certainly made an impact while its surprise debut The comparatively tamer upgrades to Dark Drift Knight and Sentient Pass both added a lot to each bout. There is still DLC expected somewhere down the road for Elden Ring Nightreign, but considering we are only a few months away from his launch, I think we are seeing a reasonable cadence of new content and recording shots at the time the event. That's good. If we see updates often, I cannot install it because I don't have space on my PC, but I want to play it in the future. Duos and crossplay will still be nice, but otherwise there is still much to do in the lands between